Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to Age of Mythology, the Champions League. Phoenix Division, week number 6. This is the last week, if you can believe it or not. These guys in the Phoenix Division playing all their games ahead. There's actually 1 week left, but this is the last game in this division, and it's a big one, because whoever wins this match between reDo and mrboat gets the fourth and final playoff spot in the division. The loser misses out. So this is the grand finale in the Phoenix division. This is going to be awesome. These two players are both 3 and 3. So yeah, 4 and 3 will get fourth place. 3 and 4 will be out. So this is big. So it's going to be a best of 3 like normal. There is a 5-minute stream delay, so won't really be able to interact much with the chat because you guys are going to be 5 minutes behind me. But it should be fun. I'm pretty excited. Both these players have had some good games, had maybe games not quite so good. reDo overall has had a better time of things. His losses have generally been closer. He has more 2-1 losses as opposed to mrboat. So reDo is the favorite coming in here, I would say. The likely winner, but not necessarily the sure winner. So it'll be fun. You will have to see what's going to happen. Both these players are about ready to go. mrboat's home map, and he is picking Marsh. So let's get right over to the game, guys. Looks like I got everything ready to go. I do. I suppose I could while we're waiting for the players. They're looking at things and thinking about it. mrboat, as we can see, has chosen Marsh. Hope you guys are doing well. It is a fine Sunday afternoon around here. I've got my water. I've got my smoothie. I've got reDo. I've got mrboat. And I've got you guys, albeit 5 minutes behind. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. We're just waiting for these two players to click in. mrboat played a variety of gods. A lot of Egyptian, a lot of Norse, primarily. reDo a little bit more varied as well. So we could see a variety of gods chosen here. Marsh could, I think mrboat's going with Set. Oh, he's not. Odin. Odin versus Zeus, excuse me. On Marsh. Oh, I don't think mrboat was expecting the Zeus here. But when you play a lot of different gods like reDo does, it's hard to properly predict what god he's going to play. So who are we looking at? This is, of course, our Zeus player in the color blue. It's reDo as Zeus. And over in the left, the red color, mrboat, who's used Great Hunt on all of these deer. He is Odin. Zeus v Odin, always important to take a look at that starting gold mine, which it's not awesome, it's not terrible, so mrboat could potentially do a veto here. reDo is thinking about a veto. It's 1 minute for a veto. See what he's thinking about here. His base only has one set of trees. Well then, you'll have to veto that. He probably has another set behind, actually. And the old millennial generation, they're picky. Alright, well that was exciting. I'm guessing he had it back. Set of trees. But maybe he didn't. Who knows? Could guess look at the recorded game. But yeah, forest fire in that situation. Good thinking. Would be pretty tough. Anyway, here we go. Take 2. Same matchup, of course. Same map. It is again Marsh. And we have reDo now. And we've kind of switched rotation a little bit here. We've got reDo on the bottom as Zeus. So he's going to go straight up. And whew, look at this gold mine. for Mr. Boat, who is yet again Odin, and the red color up at the top. This is as good of a gold mine as you'll get. It's all the way in the back of his base, so reDo going, if he goes for an Athena rush, he'll have a hard time getting to that gold mine. That's all the way in the back. The question is, though, will Mr. Boat have any back hunt in here? There's a possibility, but he does have his other hunt here, but there should be one more like side slash back hunt in his base somewhere. So it might be right here actually. So looks like he maybe might not have any back hunt. So potentially could get pushed off of all of his forward hunt here. Maybe, but we shall see. Meanwhile, reDo's resource placement doesn't really matter so much, as Zeus, he'll be dictating the early course of the game. Gold mine is forward, but it's not a big deal. His hunt is back here. He's got the 4 hippopotamus over there, the 2 over here. So gold mine, yeah, it looks pretty standard for him. And yeah, the gold mine here. Really, actually, the key might be getting control of that second gold mine for Mr. Boat, if he can do that. Because I'd say Zeus has the advantage here overall, but it's not a definite win-loss. But it can be hard to get at that second gold mine if the Zeus player plays well. You almost need to go like a semi-quick heroic as the Odin and like rely on frost to give you time to put up like a hill fort on a gold mine. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it's Marsh, so you could kind of hunt to your heart's desire, and yeah, there isn't going to be any back hunt, so it's all going to be forward hunt. For Mr. Boat, we have reDo Scout coming forward. He's going to try to see where the gold mine is, because that could actually determine whether or not he goes with Hermes or Athena. And he has spotted the gold mine. So he knows now, and that might make him go Hermes. Because actually Centaurs do a lot of damage to Zeus, or to Odin as well. So that could be what he does. So if this doesn't connect, this is actually kind of a defensible gold mine, but no, it does connect. So kind of say if this doesn't connect and the water goes all the way to the edge of the map, could potentially just wall this off and kind of have a safe second gold mine, but no, it does connect. Let's take a look at the relics real quick here. We've got Grunger, Odin, Spear, Hoplite, Spearman, Ulsark do more damage. That's a good one for this matchup. Pelt of Argus plus 6 unit line of sight. That's also a good relic. And what's the third one? Siege is 20% cheaper. I mean, that's decent. Probably won't make a huge difference here. But really this line of sight one is sneaky good. This one is a little more straightforward, good, plus 5% hack damage. I mean, how can you argue with that? It's free half a armory upgrade. And then we've got a pair of golden lions. It's basically extra 2 scouts. It's not terrible. Probably because both these civs have pretty good scouting anyway. It's not huge, but reDo is getting at. He's going up Athena. So even though there is this back gold mine, he is going Athena. We have Freya almost up as well. So the Athena's a little bit slower, no big deal. The Hersier coming forward to get Pelt of Argus, maybe? Or is he just coming forward to do some attack? You should get this. That's a really good relic to have. And he's coming forward. He is on the gold mine already. Won't really kill anything. Just do gotta actually. Ooh, you almost got trapped by that guy. Maybe use Forest Fire now. Maybe. Hello Ghoulie. Hello Animal Barca. Thank you for the 22 months. You guys are 5 minutes behind me. I have a 5-minute stream delay. So reDo came. Okay, so we've got the Hersier came forward. Really doing anything now? Got Military Academy Archery Range, that's pretty standard. We've got Ulsarks coming out. reDo has bolted the Valkyrie over here. That's also pretty standard. You generally want to save as Zeus, save your bolt for that first myth unit that comes in. The Hersier's going to come down here, but Odysseus will obviously, clearly defeat the Herseer, who runs away. I'd like to see a forest fire soon, unless he's going to save it for a fight somewhere. What you can do is if you get in a big fight next to a forest and you can force the Zeus in against the forest, you can use what am I talking here? Forest fire. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. To do a ton of damage. So that may be what he's saving for, or he's saving for when he has the units to like trap in a bunch of villagers. And he is bringing home the Siege is Cheaper, along with the Pelt of Argus, and reDo gets the Golden Lion Relic as well. Look how much more line of sight it gave to the Ulsarks. I mean, that's huge line of sight. Would like to see medium infantry come in soon, as we see, oh, double Minotaur. Okay. That can be tough for the Odin to deal with, and we got the 4 Herseer here. But again, very important to note, there was no back hunt. As we see, oh, didn't kill anything, did kill, I think this was just a building block that mrboat tried to put down here. But yeah, this is going to push, oh, the Ulsar gets tossed. The insta-kill might want to even consider upgrading towers here if he has the resources. He does not, unless he's getting it. Oh, he is getting watchtower already. These Herseer should fall back. You really shouldn't fight until, really, not now, actually. He needs to wait until he's got units to, oh, watch out. Ooh, he could come in on this hunt over here now. There's no army defending. No, no. Oh, Minotaur grunted like he was gonna do something, but the old Stark's too quick. Always important to get that lone wanderer, which he does, but no medium upgrade, and only one bear. One longhouse. Oh, the Minotaur coming in. Is that a third Minotaur? Nope, just the second one. We do have a resto that'll be able to be used. Oh, these ulfs will come down. Very bold to have these villies coming out unprotected like this. So there's going to be a bit of a trade here. mrboat will trade some buildings in exchange for at least 4 villagers. So you're going to have the temple go down and probably a couple houses. The question then becomes, what does mrboat do at this point? Because does he come back and try to save his buildings, or does he keep on the aggression? So he retrapped the villas. He's going to kill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 villagers. That's really worth it. He almost needs to run back now, because this is very dangerous. There aren't very many hoplites. Really, the town center should probably be targeting the hoplites. Oh, got the Minotaur kill before resto could come out. I don't think this push is going to work. There's not enough siege, I don't think. The Ulsarks are a little bit slow in coming back. May be able to, oh, the Herseer are attacking the pigs. Oh, they're going to get on the Minotaur. Okay, okay. Oh, is this going to go down? It's going to be close. Though at this point, even if it goes down, I think reDo's still, or I think mrboat's still in a good spot. Oh, it's so close. 350, 250. I mean, it's kind of an all-in. It's going to go down. I think 2012, it's down, but I don't think it's worth it. It depends if he can clear up this army easily. He's 46. He has a ton of pop room. He's not making enough units. He needed another military building. Because he was going for aging up, and oh, he needed to make another barracks, and also needs to get some raiding cavalry, I think. Is he just going to build this town center? He is, he is. Does reDo notice? He should push in on here. He has a scout down here who's just a little bit out of position. reDo should notice this wall coming up and kind of realize that there's something important back here. If he catches this town center, it's over for sure. It's over for sure. reDo does not quite have line of sight yet. He knows the villies are back here. No line of sight yet. Oh, this town center might go up. It's going to be so close. There's no line of sight. He's just outside a line of sight. Oh, it's going to go up. He could have stopped that. reDo could have. And now he's going up Scotty. Oh, no army. Here come the lions. This is kind of interesting. reDo is just killing buildings, but he's allowing all of these resources just to be taken. But it really slowed mrboat down. Even the frost here, he's gonna get up. much resources does he have? Got decent, but not much of an army, and now he's run out of hunt over here. He doesn't have any side hunt. There's all these villies here, a lot of injured ones. And he got a garrison, and 70%. He's gonna have to start repairing this. 80% is gonna be close. It's gonna go up. He's gonna get the age up. And then he's gonna insta-frost. Does he have a temple? Okay, he does. He's gonna get his frost giant. Okay, probably insta-frost here. And then he's gonna try to just circle all the units. Here comes the hill fort. Okay. A little bit of pathing here. Still needs to get his medium upgrade. Oh, he's got a ton of villies back here. He's probably gonna try to pump out a bunch of Huskarls. He needs to repair the town center though during this as well, because the hoplites could probably just finish off the town center. Where's the frost giant? He's over here. An all-in classical fight. Well, you can see that reDo is not close to aging up, but he is full, pretty much full pop. 115, 115. The hill fort will go up. The town center is not being repaired. He comes to frost giant. Does he have another one? Oh, he got two coming. Okay, yeah, get on the units that aren't frozen. But I'm a little worried that this town center is just going to go right down because he didn't repair it. Oh, he's retreating. It's this really nice trap though, but the Toxody's got a nice meat shield here. In the choke point, the hill fort will go down. Odysseus is down though, so there's no more heroes, so that's going to force reDo to go back. Probably get a decent amount of damage on the way out. But okay, here is Jason. Gotta repair this. I think Mr. Boat is too far behind now. If he would have gone 2 longhouses instead of going for the age up, he would have been able to save his town center. Then he'd be in a really good spot. But as it is, I think it's too late for him. But you can't hunt. Really well placed Toxotes over here. And he's also gold blocked as well. He's got everybody on wood. Where are his dwarves? Anyway, are they all dead? Does he even have any? Did I miss a raid on his gold? No, I didn't. They must have just all died at some point. Ooh, reDo's probably aging up pretty quickly now because he stopped making army. Gonna kill a few more buildings. Ilford is coming up again. Gonna try to pump out those Huskarl. Getting another longhouse. Probably get, yeah, pure Huskarl. Throwing axemen. He has no more food left. This is a tough spot for Mr. Boat on his home map. And we'll probably see reDo picking like Medit for his. Oh, he needs to start pumping dwarves. So I don't think he even has gold. Oh, he does have gold. Yeah, reDo a little bit off on his eco management here. He's not aging up quite yet. Now he should be. Oh, these villagers going the long walk back. Come the hoplites in. Still has not repaired the town center. They could actually just go all in on this town center and kill it, can't they? He did not repair it. That might be GG right there. Because now there's nothing to kill. The heroes, Vicious and Jason just live forever. And it's going to be tough at this point. He's lost his town center twice now. Using an ox cart. Oh, 78 of 100 pop. Needs to kill the... See, I think the hoplites will kill this too. Before the army can get in and kill it fast enough. Odysseus is still alive. Yeah, this is gonna go down. That's gonna be a good game right there, I do believe. I don't think there's anything that Mr. Boat can do at this point. Yeah, that's even with a pretty nice gold layout, just the all-in push on the town center. Just Mr. Boat was not able to defend it. He could have, if he would have gone double longhouse, but he got maybe just a little bit greedy going for these really quick heroic and got caught off maybe just a little off guard with that all in. I mean, it was close. I mean, the town center went down with maybe like 6 hoplites left, and Mr. Boat had spent 1,300 resources on trying to age up. I mean, that 1,300 resources goes towards an army, and Mr. Boat would have defended that, but again, it's all conjecture. Hindsight's 20/20, but could have, but didn't. That's okay. Mr. Boat trying to hang on. We're probably just going to see a bronze come down here pretty quickly. Might as well. Yeah, here comes the bronze. Gets all the extra armor. Odysseus still at pretty good hit points, though these frost giants with all their pierce armor will live quite a long time. You can see how much damage they're tanking. It's really extraordinary. Ooh. And yeah, there are 3 frost giants, which will allow you'll hold here, a little bit of a raid. Bullsucks are just kind of staring at the granary there. I don't want any part of that. Another frost giant comes out. I mean, Mr. Boat probably has a really good kill-death ratio, but just nothing behind it. And nice game, good push. Mr. Boat says GG. 1-0 reDo. Woohoo, the all-in classical push here. Stream not working? It should be. Stream is offline. Well, it says it's on. It might just be the delay. 5-minute delay. Anyway, reDo gets game number 1 here. In the best of 3. Well played, good aggression, good aggression. Just pickaxe. Second line. Okay. Get the kill death ratio, probably pretty good. It's a little more close than I thought. 35 buildings raised, that is crazy. Yeah, I went for that quick age up, just couldn't quite do it. So we can see all resources at the time when his settlement went down at the 830 mark, which was right here. Mr. Boat had 1,800 resources in the bank. If that's an army, he holds that fight, and then most likely, I would say, wins the game. But, as I said, easy to see from the observer position, where the players are playing with limited knowledge and have to make their decisions as good as they can based on what they have. The chance was there. The chance was there, but well played by reDo. Really good aggression. We can see just way ahead in army. About equal loss here at that town center. But yeah, I mean, if that army's up here, could have held. Really nice raid early. Way ahead on villagers there. It was 23 to 33. I mean, that's 10 vills up at that point. But then the idle town center losing vills and just eventually just falls behind. I mean, even at the end of the game, he's basically equal in economy, but not quite able to do it. Good game, but now it's reDo's home map, and it's gonna be tough, I think, for Mr. Boat to win on whatever map that it is. Be tough. So we'll see. Game 1 goes to Mr. reDo. Well played. 1-0 in this best of 3. It is going to be Medit. No big surprise there, so reDo will probably be going Zeus again. Mr. Boat maybe will go Egyptian, I think. Be the likely response for him. So here it is. Game number 2. Remember, the winner moves on. The winner gets 4th in division, moves on to playoffs. The loser is out. Mr. Boat going to Odin. That is very brave. So, You may think that Odin on Mediterranean or Norse are really good. The reality, not so much, especially against Zeus. The big key is that extra boat range that Zeus gets, or all Greek get actually, that makes it really hard to win fights that are well microed, because with that +2 range, the boats are always firing first for the Greek. Have a poor wood line here. Got another wood line here. Actually not fantastic wood for reDo. If the Odin burns this tree line, there's going to be another tree line up here, I would imagine. But that could really hurt the early boat burn. Any vetoes. If only he knew. That could have been a decent one for the Odin there. But that's both vetoes out of the way. reDo is probably happy with that. Anyway, here we are, game number 2. Winner goes to playoffs, the loser goes to relegation. Mr. Boat needs to win 2 in a row. Zeus v Odin again on edit. Okay, they've spawned on the same sides of the map. That makes it easy for me. Mr. Boat is on the right as the Odin player in the red. reDo is on the left as the Greek player, namely Zeus, in the blue. Mr. reDo is up 1-0. Needs one more win. Finish 4-3 in the division and reach that 4th spot for the playoffs. Mr. Boat using great hunt on the pigs and the boar. Kind of a nice position for the boar up here. He can chop wood up here and collect from the boar at the same time. It looks like that's what he's going to do. Yep. Good idea. I'm going on this straggler tree for some reason. And there are the boar getting... Oh, that was not maybe the best spot to the boar, because he's only got that one tree there. I guess he's trying to cram everything in on this one ox cart, which that works good at first. But then as there gets to be more villagers all gathering from the same spot, it gets a little bit inefficient. So initially this is good. He'll probably, once this tree starts running out, he'll probably go and grab a second ox cart anyway. So actually for now, really nice, because it allows him to get an extra fishing ship out a little bit earlier than normal. Resource placement in the gold mine is a little forward. Potentially we could see if reDo really wanted, could maybe do like double hero along with Minotaur and come in on this gold mine and cause a lot of mayhem. Isn't a bad idea, though typically you just see the Greek player just go all in on water and win it that way. Tree lines are a little bit better for reDo. This is kind of his main forest here, which will probably see a forest fire. Down here, I mean, it's enough trees. They're a little bit far away, but it doesn't really matter. It's not like we're going to get a lot of raiding in early on. It's all going to be about the boat fights. Town centers are in water range, so that makes the sea even more important. You have enough pigs for reDo. Very important as the scouts. The got to make sure you get enough pigs to get enough food to age up, which he looks like he should have enough here. He's almost got his temple up. Yeah, this will be enough. Oh, the food from the fish coming in. Relic here, toothed arrows, archers more damage. It's really not going to make any effect here. Okay, he did get his second ox cart. He's not chopping any wood, so he's just going with 5. This is a strange build, I think. Only 5 fishing ships. Going for, that's not very many. If you're going 5 fishing ships, he probably could have aged up a little bit faster. As it is, it's going to be about a 430. And we're going to see about a 435 for reDo. reDo, so about a 5-second faster age up. Oh, reDo gonna have a little bit. Okay, no. So the ravens will come forward. I prefer in this situation just to use an insta forest fire as soon as you age up, because the Valk's just gonna get bolted anyway. So, but he has to be careful because of the way these trees are chopped. It's actually whether reDo did this on purpose or not. So if he uses forest fire up here, it'll clean all this off. But these trees should stay alive, because I don't think it'll connect cut trees. Maybe I'm wrong. I've never really paid enough attention to see. But this raven, I guess, is just scouting this side over here anyway. Kind of eco upgrades do we have? Nothing. reDo is getting hand axe, pickaxe, and Athena. 2 docks v 2 docks. This is gonna be tough. So the forest fire is used over here. Kind of the worst forest to use it on, really. This has the fewest villagers gathering from it. Kind of, like to have seen it on maybe that one, but it is what it is. So the insta forest fire, double docks. What does Mr. Boat do? Would like to have. I know you don't want to spend the time to make another ox cart, but by the time you consider all this extra walking time, it's really is better, just like the Greek does, splitting up the forest to do the same thing and make an extra ox cart. We got the Valk in here. No bolt used. I think he's just expecting that the Minotaur will defend. Zebchi with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you for that. 5 minutes in the past or future. However you want to look at it. Whatever. And so far nothing going on the water here. This is such a tough matchup for Odin to take. I'm surprised you wouldn't go. Mr. Bolt does. There's the bolt. Mr. Bolt does. Mr. Bolt. Mr. Boat just got bolted. Mr. Boat does play some Egyptian. I would think the Egyptian would be better here than the Odin. You can beat Zeus as Egyptian. We got our first big fight here. There's a few boats sitting idle for reDo back here. Mr. Boat's gonna try to push through here. Hasn't really killed any boats, which that's big because if they're all just half HP, they're basically not damaged at all, because once restoration comes through, they'll all be healed up. So far not a great start for Mr. Boat. We can see he finally killed 1 boat, but he's already behind. Is he trying to go age 3? Oh, he is, isn't he? He's trying to do a semi-quick heroic. I don't think it's gonna work. His boats are gonna get demolished here. I think it's better. I think it's better just to not make boats at all. And he's already lost the water at 7 minutes, and the question is, how long does reDo continue to make the boats? How long? Okay, so the auto queue got turned back on. You can actually hear that. If you're an opponent, you can hear the auto queue noise if you have your screen over top where the player uses auto queue. So if he had his screen on here, he would have heard the auto queue get used. And oh, he stopped his boat production. And we are going up Nord. There are no heroes here. Do we have where are the ravens for scouting though? They're both dead, aren't they? That's big, because you really want to do an insta walking woods as soon as you age up. And oh, he's continuing the boat, so he thinks something is up. Based on what's going on. I wonder if he did scout the armory there. I didn't notice if he did or did not. This next card is making the dwarves to get some exercise over here. We have 1 boat, 3 boats. Does he even have enough food for a second Kraken? He doesn't. He needs to get food to make those overly expensive Kraken that some people really want to be costing fewer food. He also wants to get a second dock here. third one, I guess we could say. And now we have one Kraken in. He's gonna need to build a second. Okay, here's his other dock. Oh, he doesn't want to lose these boats, and he's gonna lead right next to his other dock. He wants to get another Kraken out before this fight really gets serious here. We see, oh, see, he can't. Ah, the heroes are out now, so the Walking Woods is not going to be very strong. Okay, so all the boats pop out. This is a little bit premature for what Mr. Boat wanted. Here comes the resto. A little bit of an early resto. Got the Kraken, insta-killing. But there's just not enough boats behind this to do damage. We can see this dock is also idle. Mountain Giant down here. We got the Ulsart got trapped by the hoplite. And yeah, this is not working. Not working. He could have gone a faster age 3. It was like an 830. If you just go straight age 3 without making any boats, you can get up at like 7 to 730. Especially with the 4 bore, he probably could have aged up faster. Whether or not that would change anything here, I don't know. It's a tough matchup, really is. And at this point, I mean, you can see how far ahead reDo is. He's got 2 town centers. He's got a land military. He's grabbing a 3rd town center. He's got the water. It looks like Mr. Boat is not going to win this. We'll see though. He's only got one. He's got 2 docks out. The Ravens come back. What are they gonna do? Nothing. Got a few boats. A nice micro here from reDo because actually, as long as you're not straight up against the boats, you can dodge the fire of these siege ships here. But yeah, there's just not enough. Just needed to age up a little bit faster, I think. Forego the long boats because they all died anyway. And just straight age 3. It's still tough though to do. I still don't think it's a reasonable way to win. It's so tough. Obviously, Mr. Boat doesn't want to resign because this is the last game of the regular season for him, but outside of pulling some shady shenanigans like a drop trick or something, I think it's over. Got the raid on the Villies here, and yeah. But overall, a nice season for Mr. Boat. I mean, to go all the way through to the last game with a chance at playoffs, because this was a win and you're in scenario for either player. And ultimately, it's going to be reDo with the win. We have the Mountain Giant along with his trees coming through down here. We'll kill the town center, for what good that'll do. Mountain Giant, there he goes. Now he's getting his club in. And that'll kill the town center. But what does it really matter? Another big special attack. And the town center's done, but reDo is just building this bottom one. He should be called Mr. Land instead of Mr. Boat. Yeah, I think the Odin here, just a little too risky. I mean, in order to win as the Odin, I feel like you do have to outplay the Greek pretty heavily. And in a scenario where reDo is probably the slightly better player anyway, the chances of you being Mr. Boat outplaying reDo are pretty small. So I know Odin is his main, but I think you gotta go with like a secondary, like Egyptian here, in order to have a better chance. But yeah, reDo's gonna be up 4-1 town centers. Just rebuilding this one back, and Mr. Boat can't even grab his top one. He's giving it his best shot. Even in his best shot, there is no hero down here. But 4-1 down centers. How do you come back from that? Oh, it's hard. I've seen somebody come back from a 5-1 town center deficit, so maybe we'll see it. It was on this map too, as I recall, but I don't think it's gonna happen. reDo just a little too good for that. I don't think it's gonna happen here. But yeah, after this game is over, we'll look over the standings and give you guys a picture of what's going on. Obviously, there are some other games going on as well currently. And this is not the end of the regular season. This division actually got other games finished a week ahead. We actually have one more week left. But this is the last game in this division, as we see our kind of the last hurrah for Mr. Boat here coming in. He's got the Mountain Giant trying to get at the town center, but you got Odysseus plugging away at him, tossing our arrow after arrow. And I don't think the town center's going. Oh, he's even got Masons too, doesn't he? That's why. And the throwing axeman trying to hide right next to the hill forts. And did not work. That is GG. Well played by both. Really well played by reDo. I mean, looking at the game here, it was hard to find really a fault that he did. Well done with this eco management. Was able to age up quickly with hand axe and pickaxe. Kill death is really good as well. You can see the eco is just a little bit different. Yeah, 830. I think you have to go faster if you want the semi-fast heroic to work. I think it has to be like 730, which it's still hard to accomplish, but I think that's what you got to do. But you can't really win straight up. It's a tough situation. Mr. Boat needed to win his home map, which he could have. There were chances, but not quite. So we'll take a little closer look at our post game here. Well, let's update the scorecard as well. So reDo 2-0 over Mr. Boat. But again, well played by both. Good seasons by both as well. Thank you for the host, Blackadder. Right as the match is about over. I guess there's really not a whole lot to look at here. Resources pretty even, but then I mean reDo just seemed like he managed his economy really well. 437 age up, that's pretty decent. 433, 437. Greek gets to get both of those eco upgrades early on, gets him the eco advantage, as we could see. And Mr. Boat just losing that water early, just was never able quite to do anything. That's just too bad. But anyway, well played by both. Fun series, fun series. Let's take a look at the standings. So this is going to be some spoilers here, if you guys haven't watched. So we were just watching the Phoenix division, which we can put our final game in the scorecard here with reDo 4-3, Mr. Boat 3-4, ends up with a -4, reDo with a 3. So we have our final setting here for this part of the bracket, or I guess division. The Phoenix division is all done here. Hold on. Let's try that again. And then we have Nolus just missing out. Actually, Nolus gets because Mr. Boat beat Nolus. So this does matter for the relegation matches. So Mr. Boat is actually 5th. He beat Nolus. Nolus is 6th. Okay, so that is your final positioning for for the Phoenix division. So, as it turns out, Chemo looked really good. Won every single match. So he's first place. Scotty's second place. Only lost to Chemo. Scotty also looked really good. And then we had this really close center of the division. As when it came out at the start, we could have had any four of these players could have been in or out. As it turned out, Nollis lost to Scotty earlier, and then we just saw Mr. Boat lose to reDo. So this is the final standings here. Moore gets third because he beat reDo, so Moore wins that head-to-head. Moore is third, reDo is fourth. So these are your top four finishers. These four go to the playoffs. And then the bottom four miss out. House Ravage drops, so he'll get automatically relegated, removed, booted, whatever you want to call it. These three players here, Mr. Boat, Noah, Sun Tzu, will play in relegation matches. If they win the relegation matches, they get to stay in champions for season 2. If they lose 2 relegation matches in a row, then they'll drop down to challengers next season. But we'll see. So this was a fun division. Ended up as close as it could be. I mean, you go into the final day, and there are 2 matches that determine playoff positions. And the final day, you have 4 people that could be in or out. That's really awesome. So, really happy with the way this division turned out, except for House Ravage dropping. But such is life sometimes. Yeah, so Chemo the King looked awesome. Skady looked really good as well. I think he did lose 2-1 to Chemo, so that was a close series. reDo also took 1 game off of Chemo as well. And also, I didn't mention the other day, but honorable mention to Sun Tzu actually lost every single series 2-1, which is kind of amazing. That he was actually close to. I mean, he was close to being in the playoffs. I mean, he just strings together like a couple more wins in his matches. Because we can see he actually ended up with the same individual record as Mr. Boat. The -4 there, which means, what is it? It depends. I'd have to count it all out. Would have to. Yeah, so Sun Tzu better than what it looks there. Better than it looks. Otherwise, let's see. We've got, I think, Grand Monster and Brickhead are still going on in the other games. So this division looks pretty, at a glance, looks pretty decided. But Grand Monster here still has 3 games. He could end up 5-2. He could actually, Grand Monster, even though he's 5th right now, theoretically, with the way the games go, he could actually still get first place. I think. So this division is not done. It's likely that you'll see Joe Shelby, Kill, and Matrius advance, but Grandmaster can still do some things, and if he wins out, he's in the playoffs for sure. But we could see a pretty hectic finish here, where you could have 2 players fighting for that 4th spot. Could be pretty fun. But we'll see what happens. Obviously, there's still 1 more week left, so we'll still have some games, and then the playoffs will start in a week from today. Technically, I guess the scheduling would start in a week from today. And you have the top 4 of each division going to the playoffs, the bottom 4 going to relegations against the top 4 in the Challengers division. So that's going to be it for today. Shorter games, but appreciate you guys tuning in. I know there's a lot of streams going on right now, so I'm a little bit calmer than normal, which that's okay. And I do have the YouTubers in chat, which I can't see on my Twitch chat, but let's see. Did any of my YouTubers have much to say? Thank you again, Zebchi, for the support. It is live. 5-minute delay. Good luck, have fun. Hello, Naz. Toe is in. Alright, alright. Mr. Boat not played Thor. He's played Thor before. But I think Odin is his main. Everybody, what time of day do you have? Well, right now it's 2:19 for me. And Kristen Greco said hello. So JJ series Hagrid is just hosted with 80 viewers right as the series is done, and I'm about to close off the stream. So let's. Oh, I've got a 5 minute delay though. So how am I really going to be able to post something here? Let's see. Look at that dog. How dogs went from wolves to man's best friend, according to scientists. Yeah, I don't care. Do we have any game that's still going? Looks like Brickhead and Grandmaster just got done. Oh, I don't want to know the results. I guess we've got the DM tourney, and that's about it. This is Excel. Google Sheet, aka Google Excel, I guess. This is the best I got for you. Oh, we need to put in our score here for Mr. Boat got a 0, reDo got a 2. So well done. Anyway, not sure how the host is going to work here. I have a 5 minute delay. So I guess I'll just stop streaming the host. I don't know. That might actually jack things up. So I don't know how it's going to work. Right. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to call it a day. Not feeling the greatest. But yeah, that was a fun division. Anyway, I think that is actually it for today. We've got me versus Steve maybe later tonight, potentially, and then we'll be moving on to week 6 and the remaining flex matches going on. So should be a fun last week, and then we'll be moving on to the playoffs. So we're actually, the tournament's about ready to start winding down. One more regular season week with a lot of games played already, and then you'll start getting players chopped off each week, and then about 4 weeks season 1 will be done. It's going fast. So thanks everybody for all the support, all the people who donated, all of the people have watched, have streamed, and of course, most importantly, the players who have played. It's been great. So thanks all. I'll catch y'all later. Sometime, maybe tonight, if me and Steve play. Otherwise, I'm sure I'll catch you guys maybe sometime next week doing some, hopefully maybe a cast of maybe one of the final regular season matches. So hope things are going well for you guys, and I will catch all of you later. Have a good afternoon. That is it. Goodbye.